It's June 2nd, 2022. I'm Todd Dunn, and today I'm aboard my 1972 Allied Princess 36 Seaquestor, and we are sailing east out of Southwest Harbor. In fact, we're a ways east of Southwest Harbor right now. That is Little Cranberry Island, and the intention is to sail past the island. It's a light air day today. We're making about 4.5 knots. And over there is Mount Desert Island. We're south of the island. The big hill is Cadillac Mountain. And straight across, I don't know if in this video if you can see the boats, is Seal Harbor. Very pretty day today. About, it's in the 50s out here. It was in the low 60s on land. And take a look aft. There's Sutton Island. And back there in the distance is Southwest Harbor. The island over there with the buildings on it is Great Cranberry. And this is Little Cranberry that we're sailing just north of. We're going to go out a ways north of Little Cranberry. As we sail out, that's east right there. We will head out, I think, until we can see the life-saving station, which is at the southernmost point of Little Cranberry Island. And we'll also be able to see Baker Island. Yep, here's the south side of Little Cranberry. These are all summer homes here. And as you can see, some of these people are really roughing it. I mean, you know, it must be tough to only have a 25-bedroom house for a summer getaway. And so we're going to go out past that point over there and turn south. We're heading almost due east right now. It's pretty light air out here. We're down to 3 knots. I expected that though, because we're getting out of the area where heat rising on the islands is influencing the wind. In other words, sea breeze. So we'll continue out for a while. That is the Schoodic Peninsula over there. It is still a little hazy out there. Sometimes from here you can see down east and pick out Petit Penang Lighthouse, but today it's just a little too hazy to be able to see it. So we'll continue east and then gradually turn south and sail south until we can see the old life-saving station on Little Cranberry Island. Well, as we get past Little Cranberry, this is it right here, we can see Baker Island coming into view. There is a lighthouse on top of Baker Island, right in the center of the island, but the trees have grown up so much since it was built that you really can't see it from this side. And from the other side, you can just make it out. Won't be long before we're able to see the life-saving station at the southernmost point of Little Cranberry. It's just behind this point. It is now a bed and breakfast though. Wind is piped up a little and we're sailing up in the high 5s, 5-7 to right around 6 knots. And we're heeled a little bit. This is about 10 degrees of heel. And our current course is southeast. And if we continue on this course, we'll pass probably just south of the tip of Nova Scotia in about a day, if the wind stays steady. Okay, there you can see Baker Island getting a little separation now as we go past past Little Cranberry. There is a bar that almost connects Little Cranberry to Baker. On a negative tide, I think you can walk across there, and if you're careful, you might not even get wet. Okay, we're getting closer to Baker, right over there, and the building there on the tip of Little Cranberry Island is the old life-saving station. It is now a bed and breakfast, or it's a rental. You can rent it by the week and come out and stay out there. Take the boat over to the Cranberries and then either walk across the island, probably about 3/4 of a mile, or maybe you can get a ride over and stay in the old life-saving station. And that'd be quite a spectacular place to stay during a big storm out of the east. And you don't even have to rescue anybody while you're there. Baker Island over here is in Acadia National Park. And as I said, there is a lighthouse up on the top of the island. It's out of service though, and it belongs to the national park. And the trees around it have grown up to the point where it's completely obscured. I can't see it at all from here. And Baker Island used to be occupied year-round. There was a farm family out there, as well as the lighthouse keeper. So, two historical structures. The life-saving station on Little Cranberry, and we'll look back toward Mount Desert Island. And there's the view to the north of MDI. And over there is the entrance to Frenchman Bay with the Schoodic Peninsula in the distance. Well, now that we've seen the life-saving station over there, I think we're going to tack around and sail back in. It's a beautiful day out here, but the wind out here is off the ocean, which is at about 52 degrees Fahrenheit right now, and the wind air temperature is about the same. So it'll be a little warmer if we get back inside the islands. We are out into the Gulf of Maine proper, as you can see, so we are in the open ocean. It's pretty calm out here today though. So we're going to tack around and head back in. Alrighty, we just tacked around. We're headed back in. There's the view of Mount Desert Island. Now on the starboard side, and Little Cranberry Island, and Baker Island astern of us, and one sailboat out there that I'm not sure which way they're going, and not much boat traffic other than that. One thing, this time of year there's a lot more lobster gear out here than there is inside the islands, and as the summer proceeds and the waters warm up, the lobsters move inshore, and this gear will move inshore. You'll notice that each of the lobster pots, or lobster floats, has two floats. One of those is what's called a toggle float. It supports the line, and the bigger one is the main float, which the lobsterman would pick up with his gaff. And the toggle is there because we're in about 90 feet of water here, and the load on the main buoy that's supporting the line can be quite substantial. So with the toggle supporting the line, it makes it easy to pick up the other buoy, since it's connected to the downline by only about a 10-foot or 20-foot piece of line. But toggled lobster buoys can be a bit of a hazard for a boat. in that you do not want to go between the two buoys in a toggled pair. Okay, we're going to head back in to Mount Desert Island. We tacked around. We're going against the tide now, and we're down to about 2.8 knots over ground. So it's going to be a very leisurely sail back in. And there's a better view of Little Cranberry Island. And I'll zoom in here on the life-saving station. Okay, I'll pick this up again once we get back inside the islands. Well, we're beating back in. That's Sutton Island to the north. And the Cranberries to the south. A couple nice little summer cottages over there. And one gaff rig boat ahead. I believe that's probably the friendship sloop Allied out with a load of tourists. And we're beating west now, almost due west at 5.5 knots. Beautiful light air sail today. And straight north is Seal Harbor and Mount Desert Island. Yeah, we're still headed west. We're going just past the west end of Sutton Island here. And back out there is where we came from, between Sutton Island on the left and Little Cranberry on the right. So it's a very pretty day. Light air in here now. It's really dropped off. As we go past this little gravel bar, you can see into Northeast Harbor in the distance. It's about 1.5 miles over there. There are a few boats in there, not too many sailboats. Usually in the summer it's packed full of visiting sailboats. And Bear Island Lighthouse just came into view. The higher white building, rightmost building you can see over there, with the hills of Mount Desert Island in the background as we sail west towards Southwest Harbor. And now we're looking south out the western way. There's Great Cranberry Harbor. Very nice day. It's starting to cloud up a little, but we're headed in. It might rain tonight, but we'll certainly be back in before that happens. The wind has dropped off. We were down to about 2.5 knots for a while, but now we're back up to 4.5. So we're clipping along at a very comfortable point of sail, making reasonable time. Should be back in the marina in about an hour. Yep, we're just about back into Southwest Harbor. There's one boat there raising sail. I don't know if they're just headed out for a sail or if they're just practicing. They have in-boom furling, it looks like. So they're just probably pushing the button on the electric winch to raise the sail. As we head back into Southwest Harbor. Still light wind. We're making 3.6 knots right now. And the wind will probably drop off as we go into the harbor because it'll be coming over the land. That's the man-set shore there of Southwest Harbor. Now this is a chart showing where we went today, and you can see our track out and back. And as we passed between the Cranberry Islands and Sutton Island, sailed out past Little Cranberry toward Baker Island, where we turned around and headed back. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this light air sail today. It was very pleasant conditions. We did hit just over 6 knots, but most of the time we were just clipping along at 4 to 5.5, and just very pleasant sailing. Very few boats out and not much lobster gear, so nice flat water sailing here on the great harbor of Mount Desert Island here on the 2nd of June 2022. Thanks for watching.